Doing well. I'm back finally. Sorry I left you guys for a while. I went on a business adventure and I failed epically. And I did not put love into my original creation. So now here I am again. I want to pull cards. Lots going on. Lots going on. Goodness. It says learning to love myself, positive action. Somebody's taking a leap of faith right now. Like, there's a lot going on in this world right now. We're going to have to remember that love is the answer. And it always has been, especially to ourselves. Like, we have to love ourselves. We have to love other people. And if you don't love yourself, you're not going to be able to love other people at that time. It's just harder. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm sure there's been times where you've hated yourself and then absolutely loved somebody else and gave them everything, even yourself. On the back of the deck is peace, which means that's what we're working towards here on this earth is peace. Some would differ with that. Some would disagree and say that peace is not the answer, that if we wanted to be at peace, we would be in heaven, which makes a lot of sense to me. Maybe we are meant to learn peace within our own lives. The Star. Queen of Pentacles. Star, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Wands on the back though. That tells me that there could be like a decision to be made here. Like something's coming up, like a decision to be made. I feel stuffy, y'all. So if I talk weird right now, it's because I'm a little bit sick. But this tells me there's a misalignment within the self, that somebody wants to go towards stability and somebody also wants to go towards healing. I think that these can both be found in the same spot, rather than thinking you can't have one without the other. You can have both at the same time is basically what I'm picking up on. You just gotta have to, you know, manipulate the energy a little bit. The owl, which represents spiritual awareness, and the sun, which represents things coming to light. The sun is what keeps our universe going. If we didn't have the sun, it would all collapse. Maybe you've been seeing 333 here recently, 369, which is interesting. The star and the sun is coming out. Celestial beings, celestial energy. They do say that we have stardust within ourselves, that we're made of it. So maybe this is something that you've been coming to conclusions with yourself. I feel like it has a lot to do with belief systems and coming to conclusions within yourself, even though you might not be okay with how the world's treating other people or how the world thinks the world needs to be acting. You're okay because you're on this track of, only thing I can do is control myself, and I don't want to control other people. That's healthy. That's healthy. Being so concerned about what other people are doing, what they're eating, what they're ingesting, doesn't benefit you at all. And if these people are close in your life, there's something to be learned there. And I feel like that has always pushed me to love more, you know. Sometimes the answer really is just love and acceptance, but you don't have to accept something if you don't want to. Like, if you're accepting something, accept it with your whole heart and don't have any hesitation. Live life to the fullest. Don't let anybody tell you that, unless you feel this way, but don't let anybody tell you you're doing wrong, because you're not. I feel like you're on the right track. You're not going to hell. You're not a demon worshiper. You're not doing anything, you're not working with demons. I don't know. It's just something to do with spirituality, and where you are within this universe is very connected, is what I say. Let me get an angel number. So I did say that threes was coming out. Nothing on the back of the deck. And fives is coming out. 3s and 5s, 35. The eye candy, and then social skills. So you're working on your social skills right now. You're learning that people do like you, and that maybe it's not the person you wanted it to be, and maybe it's the people that you would like you, or to flirt with you, or to notice you. That's what I'm picking up on, notice you. I feel like people do notice you. They just have a lot of things going on within themselves. Maybe they're already tied up with somebody else. Maybe they're insecure themselves. 3s and 5s is coming out for you. Also 2s. Get some fresh air, call some old pals over, and the problems you have today will eventually disappear. That's something I was thinking about the other day, is every problem I've ever had. Like, yes, at the time it was very stressful. I was very stressed out. I was very moody, and I was not happy. But what I did learn from that is that everything that's ever bad happened to me, I'm still here, I'm still surviving, I'm still able to connect with God and read tarot and be happy. And that's my choice. A lot of people want to be like, well, my life is miserable, so I don't see why I should be happy. Okay, so ask, if you're feeling like you're miserable, ask God to help you. Ask God to show you light. Ask God to give you freedom of this feeling. This is an opportunity to forgive. If you are unhappy, specifically for whoever's listening to this reading, if you are unhappy, I feel like it has a lot to do with not forgiving other people, not letting it go. And this on this right here, it says giving and receiving. So make sure what you're giving out is what you're receiving, and what you're receiving is what you're giving out. You don't want to be unbalanced with that. Let's see if the moon has anything to say. Yep, it says step out of your comfort zone. That's why the eye candy came out and social skills come out. You're learning a lot of social skills. Maybe you're wondering why your business isn't booming. You're not prepared. You're not ready. There's a lot of things that come with that. A personal issue reaches resolution. Step out of your comfort zone. You might have a south node in Cancer or a north node in Cancer. I'm feeling south node in Cancer though. So a personal issue reaches resolution as soon as you step out of your comfort zone. So whatever issues you've been struggling with, as soon as you step out of your comfort zone, it will no longer be a thing. Throat chakra, communication. So that's interesting. So communication's coming out a lot. It says, I communicate openly and honestly and express my thoughts and feelings clearly. I was on Utopia Magic Tarot for a while, and that's where I'm no longer at. I'm here back on Wind of Regeneration like I should have been a long time ago, so this is my own punishment for myself. But I honestly am glad for the way that things panned out, because I learned a lot. So, and it says my aim is to be fully understood by others. I didn't finish what I was saying. Basically what I'm saying is you are a needed person. There's a reason why you're listening to this reading. The reason why you need to openly express your feelings and thoughts is no matter how mad it makes somebody, it was something that they needed to hear. It might have triggered them. There's been plenty of times where I used to get, there was this one friend, he's still my friend, but you might have been seeing zeros here recently, by the way. And he was the one, I don't want to go too political into it, but he was the one that taught me a different perspective on something that's life-changing, man. And I remember feeling so triggered, but it all came from like within. It had nothing to do with, I didn't really care what other people did. I was just mad that I had to do it, and that they could possibly have freedom and not have to deal with it. So, a lot of reasons that we feel like other people should live like us is because you're triggered. Has nothing to do with people should actually live like that. That's just an opinion. When you really think about it, beliefs and ideas of God and ideas of the afterlife and this life, it's all just beliefs. It has no factual, Even if you had an intuition, does any science say it's true? Technically, no. So we have to be firm in our beliefs and know where we stand. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because I feel like you have really good, healthy beliefs. Or you're working towards that. Like you're one of those people where, like, God really wants you to hear these things. They really want you to think about these things. They really want you to communicate these things to others because your perspective on life is very freeing for other people. I just seen 35 again. Maybe Archangel Michael is with you guys. And honestly, I just keep looking at myself here. So if I'm not staring at the camera like I should, it's because I keep looking at myself because I'm very awkward. If y'all met me in real life, I'd be like, don't talk to me. But anyway, okay, Hathor, Michael, and Faith. I was just saying, I don't know if this is the same Michael. I don't know if this is Archangel Michael. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, this picture's crazy. It says Kalima. And I just seen 1222. So maybe if you've been seeing 222 or 22, you need to check into this Kalima. So I'm going to read it to you. But the main card that fell out was Hathor. Am I saying it weird? It says light activation, acceleration, brilliance, and stand in your light. Yep. I don't even really want to read. Okay, let's just read it. Let's just read it. Why not? Page 55, y'all. And it was literally 55 just a second ago. Y'all, these angel numbers. Okay, so it says, it's the cow goddess of ancient Egypt and the solar goddess who is strongly connected to the sky and fertility. I was just talking about being like a celestial being. She dates back to BCE, 3rd millennium BCE. Hathor, I can't say this word. Hathor is easily recognized for she wears a sun disc on it. I just seen 333, y'all. I can't even make this up. Sun. And this is why I don't show my face in readings, because I get way too into it. But, yeah. Sun. 53. 55. Sun. Sky. She wears a sun disk on her head, held in place by 2 horns, relating to the cow and to wisdom. She is also widely represented as a human light being with a pair of cow's ears, which is what the image in the deck is based on. She actually has a really cute face. Okay, so it says in this picture. Okay, so it says light, joy, and success surround you now. If you have been going through a dark, challenging time, the clouds are parting and the light and the sun is shining upon you. So that's good. So this is just telling you that whatever you've gone through, if you've had to held back on expressing any of your talents or bringing to light information that will support your growth, now is the time to bring these things to light. I ain't even going to read these other ones, because if you want to go more into this, Kalima and Michael and Faith, I think you should. Especially because 35's coming out. I don't know if that's Archangel Michael or just Michael, but I really feel like you guys are on the right track. Open your heart to love and your desires are within reach. Vulnerability, forgiveness. So the main messages about this is sun, which represents truth is coming out. Whatever you think it is that you don't know, you already know the truth. Just kind of go along with it. This is 27, and this is 44, so 8 and 9. Says your desires are within reach, faith, patience, excitement, and relief. Once you go through the process of forgiveness and faith and this, that, and the other, you will receive abundance. The thing about this earth is we come here for an experience. We have to learn how to use our magic and to use our energy, manipulate energy, and where we fit in this world. And I feel like that's something you're discovering right now. And I think where you fit in this world is somewhere where you can be heard. Maybe not seen, but at least heard. You have words of wisdom that needs to be spoke. Maybe the reason why you haven't made it there yet, like I said earlier with the business, is there's still things to learn. There is still spirituality to integrate into yourself. Not something that you force or make happen, or you're like, I don't know why I'm not already here. Why am I not the way I should be? You integrate it. Let me get affirmation for you guys. On the back of the deck, it says, I am transforming. I have the power to change, learn, and grow. I am authentic. I am motivated. I am proud. I am fearless. I am worthy. The color that keeps coming out for you guys a lot is pink. A lot of purple and pink. I think you should tap into that energy. I keep seeing angel numbers, y'all. Like, y'all must really see angel numbers. I want to get some keywords for these people. What do they need to hear? So it says Reiki. You may do Reiki. You may like Reiki. Tap into that. There may be something there for you. Surrender. Surrender to the divine. Surrender to what's happened. Allow everything to happen as it's happening. It's your... I can't make this up, y'all. I don't sit here and purposely shuffle these cards. Like, it's y'all's purpose to shine. It's part of your life purpose to shine. It's part of your life purpose to have a throat chakra that is so powerful that it changes other people's lives. Your brilliance, your confidence, your ways of thinking, your ways of being is meant to encourage other people. Citizenship, optimism. Have some faith in humanity. Seriously, have some faith, because the purpose of you being here, I would assume, is to build up life and make people happier, and for you to experience a beautiful life, for you to transform a lot of things, to forgive a lot of people and a lot of situations. Our human selves are very different, and we think different compared to like our soul self. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and think about what your past life is. Do you know what your past life was? I pulled some cards. If you're not ready, go ahead and just pause the video. But the past life that I got for you is you lived in biblical times. Maybe with Jesus. Maybe you was Jesus. Maybe you was one of the apostles. And then imprisonment or slavery. So maybe do some research of some people that was imprisoned that obviously we would know about, you know, history. That might be you. And on the back of the deck is angels. So you had to really rely on your angels in that lifetime as well. And maybe in this lifetime, you still feel shackled to belief systems. And I'm here to tell you that it is okay for you to change what you believe. Because if anybody, and if it's because of judgment from other people, that's not your people. Simple as that. And if it's because you're afraid of God judging you, I can go ahead and tell you that's not going to happen. I mean, you already here at this reading, so I think you know that. So I think it's time for a change. Rather than hanging on to things that no longer serve you. Like, it's time to forgive. What I'm getting in your reading is it's time to forgive some people. It's just not serving you any longer. The pain served for as long as it could, and now it's just a hindrance to your life. So forgiveness is key for your reading. I want to pull a tarot card, and I want to ask, what is the energy that you're in? And what is the energy that Spirit wants you to be in? What is the energy they're in? Queen of Swords, you're in the energy of Queen of Swords. And what is the energy you want them to be in? Knight of Swords, Six of Cups. Very, very sweet. Oh, about dropped it. So, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. On the back of the deck is the Ten of Wands reversed, which means you're releasing the burdens. The Queen of Swords can be harsh. She can tell you exactly what it is. She ain't going to sugarcoat it. The Knight of Swords is less intense compared to the Queen of Swords. So Spirit wants you to still have that mindset of you're smart, because you are smart and you need to make good decisions. You can't just be going out here acting crazy, right? But also there's some things from the past that you can't be too hell-bent on. You just can't be Queen of Swords on. You can't. It's cutting things and you're not able to actually look at them. Like, it's cutting things short. You're not able to actually look at them because you're like, they should have did better. And, you know, they probably should have. Or, I could have did better. I'm so stupid. Maybe you was, but at the time you did as good as you could. And that's the only thing you can do. As time goes on, we learn, and then we do as good as we can at that time. So I'm going to end the reading here. If it resonated, please like the video, subscribe, and comment down below. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.